Hello, grade 7 learners. Have a nice day. Welcome back to my channel. For today's video, I'll be discussing to you how to add polynomials. Let's begin with the steps in adding polynomials. Step 1. Arrange its polynomial in standard form. Meaning to say, we're going to arrange the term with the highest degree first, then in decreasing order of degree. Second step. Group the like terms. Remember that like terms are terms whose variables and exponents are the same. Third step, simplify by combining like terms. For you to remember this, I'll be giving you the acronym of CAC, where C stands for combine like terms, A, add their numerical coefficients by applying the rule in adding integers, and C, copy the literal coefficients. CAC. Now let's have the first example. Quantity of 3x squared plus 7x minus 8 plus quantity of 2x squared minus 9x minus 3. So we're going to combine similar terms. And the similar terms here are 3x squared and 2x squared. We also have 7x and negative 9x. And lastly, we have negative 8 and negative 3. So if you have observed, terms that are similar have the same color. Now, we have to simplify. So 3 plus 2, we have to add only the numerical coefficient and copy the literal coefficient. So 3 plus 2 is 5, and then we have to copy x squared. Next, 7 plus negative 9 is negative 2, and then you copy the variable x. That's why we have here negative 2x. And lastly, we have negative 8 plus negative 3, that is negative 11. So our answer now is 5x squared minus 2x minus 11. We can also add this polynomial in another way. We're going to add it vertically. We have to align similar terms in column. Again, do not forget that the polynomial should be in standard form first. But if you have observed, the given polynomials in number 1 is already in standard form. It's already arranged starting with the highest degree to the smallest degree. So this is the first addend. So 3x squared plus 7x minus 8 plus the second addend, we have 2x squared minus 9x minus 3. Always align terms that are similar. Now we have to add. So 3 plus 2 is 5. Then you copy the literal coefficient x squared. Next, 7x plus negative 9x. So we have negative 2x. And lastly, negative 8 plus negative 3 is equal to negative 11. So we have the same answer. So it's up to you which of the two methods where you are going to use. It depends upon your convenience. Let's have example number 2. Quantity of negative 10y cubed plus 9y squared minus y minus 1 plus quantity of 6y cubed minus 2y squared minus y plus 7. So, let's inspect again if the terms are already arranged in descending order. In other words, the polynomial is in standard form. So if you have observed, here the terms are already arranged in standard form. And in my previous video, if you have already watched it, I also discussed how to write the polynomials in standard form. Okay, So now we are going to combine similar terms. Similar terms here are negative 10y cubed, and here we have 6y cubed, 9y squared, and also negative 2y squared, negative y. Here we also have negative y. And lastly, the constant term negative 1, and here we have positive 7. Combine. Negative 10 plus 6 is negative 4. And then we have to copy the literal coefficient of y cubed. That's why we have here negative 4y cubed. Next, 9y squared minus 2y squared. So 9 minus 2 is 7. And copy the literal coefficient y squared. Here we have negative y minus y, so negative 1 plus negative 1, that is negative 2. Remember that negative y has a numerical coefficient of negative 1. That's why we have here negative 2y. And lastly, for the constant term, negative 1 plus 7, we have positive 6. So our final answer here is negative 4y cubed plus 7y squared minus 2y plus 6. Another way of adding this is to add it vertically, align similar terms in column. So since the given polynomials is already in standard form, so we have it here. The first addend, negative 10y cubed plus 9y squared minus y minus 1. The second one, 6y cubed minus 2y squared minus y plus 7. So if you have observed, similar terms are being aligned. Now, let's add. So negative 10 plus 6, we have negative 4, and copy the literal coefficient y cubed. That's why we have here negative 4y cubed. Here we have positive 9 plus negative 2, that is positive 7. Applying the rule in adding of integers, and copy the literal coefficient y squared. Next, negative y plus negative y, we have negative 2y. And finally, we have negative 1 plus 7 is positive 6. You have to apply also the rule in adding integers or sign numbers. So if in case you forgot how to add integers, you may go over my previous video on how to add integers. Let's have the third example. Quantity of 1 plus 4m minus 10m to the power of 4 plus 2m squared plus quantity of negative 6 minus m plus 5m to the power of 4 minus 8m squared. Okay, if you have observed, the given polynomials is not yet in standard form. So we have to arrange the terms in descending order. Meaning to say we have to start the term with the highest degree. So here, the highest degree is negative 10m to the power of 4. So thus, this will be the first term. Okay, so we have here negative 10m to the power of 4 because the degree for this is 4, followed by 2m squared, whose degree is 2. And next, we have 4m with a degree of 1. And lastly, 1 with a degree of 0. Also, the second addend, let's begin with 5m to the power of 4, followed by negative 8m squared with a degree of 2. Then here we have negative m, and lastly is negative 6. Okay. Now we have to combine similar terms. So we can combine negative 10m to the power of 4 and 5m to the power of 4. Next, we have here 2m squared and negative 8m squared. Then we have 4m minus m. And finally, we have 1 plus negative 6. So we are now going to combine the similar terms. So negative 10 plus 5 is negative 5. And then copy the literal coefficient m to the power of 4. Here we have 2m squared minus 8m squared. So 2 minus 8, that is negative 6. And then copy the literal coefficient m squared. Here we have 4m minus m, that is 3m. And lastly, we have 1 minus 6, that is negative 5. So in here, what I did is I combine similar terms, and if you have observed, similar terms are those terms that have the same color. And finally, our answer is negative 5m to the power of 4 minus 6m squared plus 3m minus 5. You can also arrange it vertically like this. Okay, you have to copy the polynomials that is already in standard form. So we have here negative m to the power of 4 plus 2m squared plus 4m plus 1. And then the other one, this one, so we have 5m to the power of 4 minus 8m squared minus m minus 6. And then you add, so negative 10 m to the power of 4 plus 5m to the power of 4. So we have here negative 5m to the power of 4. Next, 2m squared and negative 8m squared, that is negative 6m squared. 4m plus negative m, that is 3m. Finally, 1 plus negative 6, that is negative 5. So if you have observed, they have the same answer. Okay, next example. Example number 4. Quantity of negative 6 plus 5y cubed minus 2y squared plus 6 minus 3y. So let's try to check if the terms are already arranged in descending order or the polynomials is already arranged in standard form. It's not yet arranged, so we're going to arrange it in standard form. So let's begin with term with the highest degree. So we have 5y cubed first, followed by negative 2y squared, and then we have here negative 6. The other addend, we have to start with negative 3y, whose degree is 1, and then positive 6. So, remember, combine only the terms that are similar. 5y cubed, there is no term on the other addend with y cubed as the literal coefficient. So, meaning, we have only to copy 5y cubed. Negative 2y squared, there is also no term that has y squared as the literal coefficient. So just copy also. And then we have here negative 3y. I already arranged this in descending order. And then here we have no also term that has a y as a literal coefficient. So just copy. And then here we have negative 6. And the other added, we have also positive 6. So if you have observed, we can only combine negative 6 and positive 6. So what are we going to do with this is just copy or just bring it down. So we have 5y cubed minus 2y squared minus 3y. Negative 6 plus 6, that is already 0. So once we still have other terms, we are not going to write plus or minus 0 unless the only answer that we have is only 0. But if we have other terms, no need to write answer 0 here. Okay, another way is to add it vertically. So we can align the similar terms in columns. It will look like this. So you copy the polynomials that is already arranged in standard form. 5y cubed minus 2y squared minus 6. And here we have negative 3y plus 6. So just bring down 5y cubed minus 2y squared. Bring down minus 3y. And then Negative 6 plus 6, that's already 0. So no need to write here 0. So if you have observed, they have the same answer. Okay? Thank you so much for watching, guys. Kindly like, and if you have questions regarding the video, kindly comment it in the comment box. Kindly share to other students for them to learn or master the lesson. And please don't forget to subscribe to be updated for more math lesson videos and turn on the bell for notifications. Before I end, let me share to you one of the verses from the Bible. Children, obey your parents in the Lord, for this is right. Ephesians 6, verse 1. That's all for today, and God bless you all.